you spent your formative club years with Chuck Batchelor at Bluefish in Rhode Island, which
How and
is
why?
known.
You're great. You raised a great point. I love Chuck. Oh my gosh, he's just one of my favorites. Um, Bluefish, a lot of staring at a black line at the bottom of the pool. It's kind of their thing. I don't know what they're doing. Well, now he's down at I believe he's at SwimMax
Swim
still.
Mac. Yeah.
Yeah. So not sure if he's changed his training program. My gut says probably not. But yeah, we did the most insane workouts. I do have to say though, I think at the age, like a lot of his swimmers are obviously in high school, and he has really repeatedly just really, really strong athletes coming out of that program. And I think in high school, especially, you're obviously getting the physical benefits of just, human beings aren't really meant to be swimming. So just being exposed to more and more swimming, you get better at it over time, right? But also there's the specific mental toughness that you eventually unlock after like our 50,000 or so, I don't know, I'm making it up. Eventually something breaks. And then you're like, oh, like whatever. Like now my mental toughness is, I don't care. Oh, is it gonna hurt? All right, whatever. I'll be fine. As long as I'm not going to literally have my life on the line, like we can handle it. We can do it. So it really makes it easy to work in an office, for instance. You're generally not in physical pain there. Or be a little tired going to a stand-up set or something like that. You can push through quite a bit. And I really have to credit growing up on a very difficult club team and having that culture of just kind of like embracing the fact that in order to get better at something, you need to go through periods of being uncomfortable, because otherwise your body doesn't typically make changes when it's just like happy and comfortable the whole time. Unfortunately, that would be great.
This is you're like the perfect person to live in New York, right?
Oh
Because
yeah, no, I'm
nothing
like, all right.
phases you.
Oh, is it cold? At least my hair's not wet and icicles on my head. Like I'm fine. We're fine, guys. We're fine.
Exactly. I just do you have a few sets that stand out to you from Chuck in the Bluefish days? Because I've heard some wild
Oh
stories.
yeah. Oh yeah. That was my club team, so I didn't really. You don't know what other club teams are doing, and this was all before like SwimSwam. I think maybe had just gotten started. Like maybe like maybe in the first couple of years. It was old. It was a while ago. One in specific that I remember was we did, I think it was like one of the Labor Memorial Days, one of those days we had off, and it was a holiday, so as a result a lot of pool time was available, and they just took advantage of that. 6-hour practice. We did 44 400s. That was the set. That's a really long way, guys. That's infinity pretty much. So I did that set and it was terrible. I mean, it was fine. Like we did it and we tried. And honestly, it was so insane that it was like it went past being bad to like started to get fun again, where we were like, what are we even doing? And then I had a recruiting trip that year. It was my, whatever the heck, junior year, whatever, senior year, I guess the fall. And I went to the University of Arizona, and I remember they, like during the team meeting with the recruits all sitting there, they were like, and Laura earlier this week did 44 400s. And the whole team was like, like the amount of, I think, fear I saw in their eyes looking at me. They were like, don't come here. Don't bring that bad energy. No, I'm just kidding. They were like, this, what,
You
are
have
you
a
okay?
sickness.
Yeah, you are unwell. And I was like, listen, I know. Do you think I wanted to do that? No, absolutely not. I complained the whole time, 100% of the time. But
Especially as like were they just all freestyle? Like what
no,
was there a pattern there?
it was broken up into, I mean, it's been a long time, so I don't remember exactly how we broke it up, but I remember it was like groups of 6 or something like that, like 6 and 4
Okay.
or something along those lines. And there would be like a kicking section and then a pulling section and then like a free IM section. He loved free IM. So no fly, free instead. And then, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God. And then I think there was like a stroke component. So there was actually more. Frankly, it was really hard, but there was more entertainment to that one than some of the other ones. One other practice that we did that really sticks out is I had to do a 10,000 breaststroke. Yeah, and that is special. It was race Don't give it was a race.
Right.
Fast. I was like, fast. Get out of here. Scram. What are you talking about? Fast. We're finishing. We're finishing it.
Right.
10,000. And that one was uniquely bad. And the 44 400s like was entertaining because things were changing the whole time, right? You were on the wall with people where you could be like, are you kidding me right now? 10,000 breaststroke, you're going. You're just going.
What is that, like three
Forever.
hours?
It was something ridiculous like that. Yeah. Everybody, by the way, everyone did their stroke. So not everyone did. So everyone was doing like backstroke, or I actually do think butterfly had some slight variation, but they did like a significant amount of butterfly. And then the freestylers cruised through it, hopped out, or walking around on deck, and I could see them. And I was like, get back in the pool. I was so angry. I remember one of the other girls who was doing it with me, she went through a couple hundreds where she was yelling on every single one of her strokes. She was yelling at Chuck. Oh, this is BS. So he, like, I will say we were very honest about our opinions on things. But I think that was one of the really great pieces of the culture with him, is like, it was just, he asked us to do some really crazy stuff. And we were like, this is insane, but we were doing it. Like, we always did it. And we were fat. Like, we were very good. It was a really good club team, especially at that point. We had like Beisel was there. A bunch of people were on the junior team. Very significant presence at Olympic trials. Like, it was working. And we knew that. We knew we had to do that, or at least it was working. So we weren't going to mess with something that was working. And that mental toughness, I definitely think there was like a pride that came with it. But we certainly didn't lose our spirit as part of it.